Welcome to Parents Questions and Answers Hub, where we give you clear, expert-backed answers to the questions every parent asks. Today, we're tackling one of the toughest: why babies cry and what you can actually do about it. Did you know babies can cry up to 4 hours a day and still be completely healthy? That's right, 4 hours. I know when you're in the middle of it, especially at 2 in the morning, it feels endless. But crying is your baby's first language. It's how they say, "I need something." Some cries are straightforward with simple solutions, others are trickier, and some feel like they have no reason at all. Let's walk through them one by one, starting with the most obvious and moving toward the ones most parents never expect. One of the most common reasons babies cry is hunger. A newborn's stomach is tiny, about the size of a walnut. It empties quickly, so they need to refill often. Hunger cries are usually low and steady, and you might see rooting, lip smacking, or sucking on their hands. The solution is simple: offer a feed. Sometimes it's a full meal, other times just a little top-up. And if they've just eaten but still seem unsettled, they may be looking for the comfort of sucking. That's where a pacifier can help. But what if you've already fed your baby and the crying keeps going? That's your clue. It might not be about food at all. Sometimes the real problem is that their body is just too tired. Babies need far more sleep than we do, but instead of drifting off peacefully, they often fight it. When they're overtired, they fuss, cry, and resist the very sleep they need. Their cry sounds whiny and restless. You might notice yawning, eye rubbing, or staring blankly into space. The best response is to help them wind down. Dim the lights, quiet the room, swaddle gently, or rock slowly. Catching those early sleepy signs before the crying escalates is a real game changer. But sometimes, even after feeding and rocking, the crying continues. That's when you ask yourself, is something trapped inside their tummy? Gas is another classic culprit. Babies swallow air when they feed, and when that air gets stuck, it hurts. Their cry is often sharp, and you may see them arch their back, squirm, or pull their knees up. The fix is to help release that trapped air. Burp them during and after feeds. Hold them upright on your shoulder. Try a gentle tummy rub, or bicycle their legs. Often that simple movement brings relief. But if it's not gas, sometimes the issue is even simpler. Something as small as a diaper, a piece of clothing, or the temperature of the room. Babies are sensitive. A wet diaper, a scratchy tag, being too hot or too cold. All of these can trigger sudden crying. The solution is straightforward. Check the diaper, adjust clothing, feel their chest or back to check if they're too warm or cold. A good rule is one extra layer than you'd wear yourself. But what if everything looks fine and your baby still won't settle? Then it might not be about their body at all. Sometimes it's the world around them. The world is loud, bright, and busy. For a tiny nervous system, it can be overwhelming. This cry often starts fussy and restless, then escalates if the stimulation continues. The solution is to step away from the chaos. Move to a quiet, dim room. Hold them close. Use soft white noise or a gentle hum to block out distractions. But here's something many parents don't realize. Sometimes it's not the environment that's overstimulating them. It's us. Babies are tuned into us in an incredible way. If you're tense, anxious, or overwhelmed, they often feel it too. The cry may not sound different, but it can feel harder to soothe. That's because they're mirroring your state. The solution starts with you. Take a slow breath. Calm yourself. Then hold your baby close. Skin-to-skin contact helps regulate both of you. Heartbeat, breathing, body warmth. When you calm yourself, you calm your baby. But what about the times when you are calm, the environment is calm, and you've tried everything, and nothing works? That's when we talk about colic. Colic is one of the hardest phases. Doctors define it as crying for more than 3 hours a day, at least 3 days a week, for at least 3 weeks, in an otherwise healthy baby. It usually begins a few weeks after birth, peaks at around 6 weeks, and fades by 3 or 4 months. The cause isn't fully understood. It might be digestion, temperament, or just an immature nervous system. The best approach is womb-like soothing, swaddling, rocking, white noise, a pacifier. But sometimes nothing works. And in those moments, the best thing you can do is place your baby safely in their crib and step away for a short break. Colic is not your fault, and it will pass. But even if your baby doesn't have colic, many parents notice another pattern: crying that seems to happen almost like clockwork, at the very same time each day. This is often called the witching hour, late afternoon or evening, when babies are overtired, overstimulated, and hungry all at once. The result? Restless, intense crying. The way through it is to plan ahead. Offer a feed a little earlier. Keep the evening routine calm. Use soothing motion, rocking, a stroller walk, or a gentle car ride. The witching hour is tough, but it fades as your baby grows. Most crying is normal, but sometimes it's a sign of something more serious. Call your doctor if your baby's cry suddenly sounds very different: high-pitched, weak, or nonstop. If crying comes with fever, vomiting, rash, refusal to feed, or difficulty breathing, that's a red flag. If your baby is unusually hard to wake or not gaining weight, those are reasons to seek help too. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it's always better to check. So let's bring it all together. Babies cry because it's the only way they can talk to us. Sometimes it's hunger, sometimes tiredness, sometimes gas or discomfort. Other times it's overstimulation or even our own stress reflected back at us. And sometimes, like colic or the witching hour, it feels like there's no clear reason at all. But here's the key. For every cry, there's something you can try: feeding, rocking, swaddling, calming the environment, or simply taking a moment to breathe yourself. Crying peaks in those early months and then gradually eases. You are not failing. You're learning your baby's language, one cry at a time. If this helped, give it a like. Subscribe to Parents Questions and Answers Hub for more clear answers, and share it with another parent who might need it tonight. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing that usually calms your baby? Leave it in the comments, because your tip might be exactly what another parent is searching for right now.